यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य
ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः सर्वोपप्लवरहित प्रज्ञान घन प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्माहमस्मि सोहमस्मि ब्रह्माहमस्मि। ओम प्रपन्न पारिजाताय तोत्र वेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। May the Almighty Sri Lord Venkateshwara bestow all kinds of prosperity, health, wealth and eternal happiness with a paripurna Lakshmi Katakshams to you and the entire your family and friends. Let us begin Bhagavad Gita, the first words of 16th chapter. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Abhayam Sattvasam Shuddhihi Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi Danam Damascha Yajñascha Swadhyayastapa Arjavam. As we saw in the last session, this chapter and the chapter which comes the next, so both have got a different approach towards our life. Now we imagine we are in the railway station. There is a train which is about to leave towards Delhi. Now the train has the destination which is called Delhi, the city Delhi. There is a passenger who is sitting in the coach without having tickets. The train started moving. The TTR comes by asking the tickets from the people. When he came in front of him and asked the ticket, he says, I don't have ticket. TTR says, don't you have ticket? Yes, I don't. So without ticket you cannot have journey here. You cannot sit in the train. And I said, how it come? I can, I've come here, I'm going to sit, I'll give money. Okay, I'll give money. Then TTR says, if you are ready to provide money, why are you not buying a ticket? Then that passenger says, I don't know where to go because I don't have any destination. TTR says, see, this train has got the destination. Okay. And do you know where this train goes and where and all it goes through? This passenger says, I don't care about the destination of the train. I don't care the stations which it goes through. I would like to enjoy the journey of the train. I enjoy the wind comes through the windows when train moves, and I enjoy the people around me, and the noise, and some kind of chai wala comes, and mitai wala comes, and fruit wala comes. So I enjoy these things. I need not to have the clarity on the destination. Then TTR says, without ticket you cannot travel in a train. Okay, you should get a ticket and you should fix the destination. Okay, otherwise you cannot be here. Then this person started arguing. Then TTR thinks, this person is a not normal one. Means normal one means some kind of mentally disordered person maybe. Therefore he called the police, railway police, and the next station police came and they took him away. This is an imaginary story. Okay. Now, the train is compared with our Sharira. Our Sharira has started moving. I don't know how old are you, because if you are 30, the train is being crossed 30 stations. Okay, so let us have every year is a station. So within this 30 stations, we enjoyed a lot, There were lots of destinations which we crossed over, but not having the clarity. And not having the clarity of this body which has got the and not having the clarity of the destination which this body owns. And there may be a question, does this body has the destination? Yes, of course it has the destination. Do you know what is that destination? The physical and psychological system has got the destination, and that destination is to get rebirth. If I say so, you may be feeling, is humbug, there is no rebirth. Okay, chalo. If you are not understanding or accepting the concept of the rebirth, you can say that this body has the destination. That destination is called death. Okay. Immediately the one person will say, these Vedantic people, these philosophers, these religious people, always talks about death. Let us not think about the death. Because these people are very sadist people, I would like to enjoy the life. Every second, like the person who says, I would like to enjoy the journey of the train. Every second, the wind comes and people around me. See, when you see more people, you become, more happy. If you are an extrovert, if you are an introvert, when you are among the people, you feel hell. Okay, that is another matter. But this person we have to take, he is an extrovert person. Because, there are more in number, these people are more in number. He says, I would like to enjoy without having destination. So you cannot have the journey. But in the train, TTR will come, he will check with you. But in real life, no TTR is available. Therefore, nowhere the checking is going to be taking place. But the fact is, without fixing the destination, without becoming aware about the destinations of our system, the train journey has begun. Whether we understand or not, it has got its own destination. We should become clear, we should have the clarity about the destination where it is going to be reached. And there is one more phenomenon which is known as soul. That soul with all these equipments, which is called Jiva. Now you may ask, who is that Swamiji? Who is that Jiva? My dear, you are exactly who is called Jiva. Oh, so I am called Jiva, so that's okay. Let everybody call me Jiva, but I don't care. But this Jiva, does he has the destination? Yes, he has the destination. That destination which is known as ultimate destination. His journey has begun to get that ultimate destination which is known as moksha, the liberation. What? That's what, I always said rubbish, this moksha and all, it's not acceptable at all. I would like to enjoy, but which is not possible. Whether you are aware or not, the journey has begun. If you become aware about those destinations, you can have a better life, you can have a successful life, you can have a useful life. Otherwise, your life will end with chaos, confusion. That's what is going around us. Please become aware of this, my dear. Yes, it's very serious. People are not aware about both destinations. They are only concentrated, focused on the enjoyments, which is very temporary. Means even for the seconds, they are victimized. This journey, it seems to be we can have without tickets. But in this journey also, there are TTRs, every incident, every accident, and every project that we take in the form of business, in the form of family, in the form of a relationship. When you want to construct a relationship, that relationship will ask, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? That TTR is sitting inside. That TTR is known as Manasakshi. You cannot omit him, overcome him. He will ask always, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? But he will ask in different way. What can I get out of this? That is the way of this TTR putting the question. That question to be understood like this: what is your destination? But this TTR asks, what you will get out of it. What is the benefit I will get out of this incident, this relationship, this business? That is his way of thinking. That has to be understood. That's what, goal is to be introduced properly. Shastra does it. But normal educational system, they are confused about introducing the goal, because they themselves are confused because of the lack of the Shastric knowledge. Once you understand, once you become very clear about the destination, my God, your entire life can be put on right path. Therefore, we started discussing about having proper means to that goal. Both are important. Okay. Now, if you have proper means the way of life, means the way we fix our lifestyle, that lifestyle alone provides a kind of construction which we call it character. The characters are going to be discussed now. There are three kinds of characters which are introduced by Shastra. The first kinds of character which we saw in the last session, Dvesha Pradhana character. The people whose life is predominated by Dvesha. Dvesha means hatred, like Shakuni, who wants to thrash Kuru's family, Kauravas, because he wanted to take, he wanted to have avenge or revenge. His sister was married a blind person. Therefore, he had a vow to destroy entire this Kauravas. He was able to succeed in that. And you think about Drona's life, who was the master of this Pandavas and Kauravas. His life also driven by the hatred. He wanted to take a revenge. Whole Mahabharata is a best example to see the people who are always, having this hatred as their character. Krodha Pradhana, the life which is predominated by anger. And those people, always select the lifestyle in which the himsa means the harmfulness to others. You can find that himsatmakam action which will be taken by them. Those people are called the nature of Rakshasa. This is the first varieties of people. And the second varieties of people, we saw Raga Pradhana, desire-oriented people. These people, they are not Dvesha Pradhana. You don't find the negative things. They are positive, They are very good people, I suppose to say. Very good people, and they take the responsibility of the family. They take care of the family and they plan for the future. Everything they do, but they don't accept God. For them, this world is the place for only enjoyments. If you talk about God with them or to them, they won't accept. They will say, all these are all nonsense, For them, this religion is only making confusion. They say, the life is to enjoy. We have to become secure and we should have pleasure. That's all. So I'm earning for me and I'm taking care of my family. I'm going to settle all my children, that itself my life is enough. And these people's life, they plan everything with the expectations of pleasure, raga pradhana. These people, raga pradhana characters, they will be having raga pradhana life. Then that life which will be endowed with not himsa karya. They don't want to harm others, but they want to enjoy themselves. But they cannot accept Vedas. When people are not able to accept Vedas, the concept of Ishvara is not there, we cannot find there. And these people always give priority to the sensory enjoyment, pleasure. Therefore, they are known as Asusu Ramante iti Asuraha or Asuraha. Asusu means the enjoyment which comes through the sensory organs. By enjoying, by having worldly things, going behind the sense organs, they want to enjoy more and more life. Once they become old, they are confused. Their life ends with chaos. These people are called Asuraha. Asusu Ramante. Asusu means it is sense organs. The pleasure of sense organs is the target for those people. This is the second variety. So Rakshasaha, Asuraha. Rakshasaha means the people who has got a negative life. But this Asuraha, who has got a positive life, it seems to be the positive life. And Rakshasaha, Asuraha means don't imagine, there will be protruding teeth and having, terrible form. No. Their inner character defines whether they are Asuraha or Rakshasaha. Then the third variety, we were supposed to begin the third variety, there where I stopped in the last session. And these people who are called Jnana Pradhana in their character, they give value for the knowledge of Shastra. What Shastra says, they are able to follow. There, the life which is known as Vairagya Pradhana or Krodha Pradhana. Kama Pradhana is Asura's life. Krodha Pradhana is Rakshasa's life. Here, Vairagya Pradhana. Do you know what is Vairagya? Vairagya means maturity. Maturity with the pleasure, the sensory pleasures. Their life is entirely different. They value the Shastra, therefore they have the clarity about the destination. About both destination, the destination of superficial system, the destination of the causal system, the destination of the consciousness, which is known as Jiva. Okay, now Bhagavan categorizes this into two categories. He says Daiva Sampat and Asura Sampat. See, Asura Sampat means we have to also include Rakshasa Sampat also. This can be the proper introduction we can have before entering into the shloka. Okay, now are you able to understand about the difference, difference of the lifestyle of these three people? Because these Rakshasas and the Asuras, they are not clear about their destination. They are not clear about the lifestyle which they own. They don't know what to be done in day-to-day life because their mind is not sticking with the destination. One thing I tell you, mind needs a destination. Without destination, mind cannot work properly. You need to have some destination. Therefore what? Instinctively, they believe seeking for pleasure is the destination. Instead of using their buddhi, they use their mind for living. Seeking pleasure through worldly life will definitely won't give the clarity of their life. Definitely, finally, they will end up with the confusion. That life will be in chaos. instead of being like that, you think about the third variety, who give priority to the knowledge of Shastra, and they own the lifestyles. The Shastra alone is capable of introducing complete knowledge about the destinations and complete knowledge about the means for that destination. Shastra gives an appropriate means Shastra introduces the appropriate means to get those destinations. And Shastra also divides this destination into two. That destination in which there is called dharma means pleasure and security. Therefore, Vedas, Purva Bhaga of Vedas, it asks us to undergo so many rituals. By that we can get whatever that we want, means pleasurable life. Shastra gives the knowledge of both destination, but Shastra gives the additional knowledge about these two destinations. When it introduces the destination through Karma Kanda, it says the pleasure and security is, guaranteed, but the pleasure and security is not permanent. That's what Vedas proclaim. They will give the proper means of security and pleasure, but with additional knowledge. That additional knowledge is the main key to open the buddhi of a sadhaka. He will be enlightened. Oh my God, whatever I ask, Veda will give through karma. I have to follow the karma, then I will get whatever I want. But Veda also gives the additional knowledge that karma phala which I am going to have in the form of enjoyment is not permanent. Okay, if I want to get permanent happiness, permanent security, what should I do? Then the Vedas will suggest you to go to the next part, the ending part of Vedas, which is known as Vedanta. Vedanta introduces proper destination, the ultimate destination, the supreme destination, which we studied in the chapter number 14, 15 and 16, called the ultimate Atma Jnanam, Brahmatmaikya Jnanam. That is the ultimate destination. Now, what is the lifestyle should be followed for that destination? The lifestyle which is prescribed for the first level, means for the Karma Kanda is something different. For this portion which is called Jnana Kandam, it requires some different kind of lifestyle. The lifestyle which is endowed with proper attitude. Bhagavan introduces with two more lifestyles, Rakshasas lifestyles and Asuras lifestyles. Therefore, we have to learn it very carefully, these two chapters, because after understanding the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, which is provided by 15 chapters, the assimilation will be taking place by understanding these verses. Okay, be careful. Now, in the first words, Bhagavan Uvacha, Bhagavan says, Bhagavan introduces the qualities of the third kinds of people, means the people who give priority to the knowledge of Vedas, Jnana Pradhana character. So that is introduced. Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhihi Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi Danam Damascha Yajnascha Swadhyaya Tapa Arjavam. The first word is Abhayam. Do you know what does it mean? Bhayam means fear, fear of death, fear of life. People suffer by these two fears. Some people, they don't fear to die, but they are afraid of living the life. But this person who has abhayam, who doesn't have fear at all, the fearlessness is known as abhayam. Okay. Then sattva samshuddhihi. Sattva samshuddhihi means a mind which is pure. It means the mind which is not victimized by tamoguna and rajoguna, which is established in sattvaguna. Sattvika by the nature. What exactly the sattvika is? The sattvika mind won't crave for anything, won't be longing for anything. It will work with satisfaction, not working for satisfaction. It's a unique expression. Sattva samshuddhihi. Then jnana yoga vyavasthitihi. The mind and buddhi which are established in the yoga. Yoga means what? In the karma yoga, upasana yoga, jnana yoga. The lifestyles which are prescribed by Shastra. Jnana yoga vyavasthitihi. Jnana yoga means we should remember there are 5 steps which we learned as karma yoga, upasana yoga, shravana, manana, nididhyasana. That last 3 portions. The mind which is established in the shravanam, in mananam, in nididhyasanam. Shravana has got its own lifestyles. When you want to go in front of a guru, you have to have certain disciplines which we saw as a sadhana chaturtaya sampattihi. These are all shastric requirement. Then the common requirement, danam. Danam means, so it's a charity mind. The person should own the charity mind. Damascha. Damascha means one should have the control of his sense organs. He should own the control of the sensory organs. I mean, he has to be matured with his sensory organ. He should not be victimized by them. Yajnaha. He should be endowed with the Daiva Karya. Always yajnaha. So all these yajnas were introduced in the previous chapters. There are 5 kinds of yajnas, and in the 4th chapter there were 12 kinds of yajnas which were introduced. Okay, swadhyayaha. He is committed to the studies of Shastra. Swadhyayaha. Tapaha, the life which is endowed with tapas. Okay, then arjavam. Arjavam means it's a rijutva bhavaha. Rijutva bhava means what? A person is honest. Honest to the core. These are all the qualities. Again he continues with more qualities that we will continue from next session. Harihi Om. May the Almighty Lord Venkateshwara bless us to own these all qualities which are introduced by Bhagavan as the 3rd kinds of mensa, the person who is giving priority to the Shastra. Okay, that's what our prayer we will submit to him. Let us see in the next session. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.